This could either be a longish stream or a very quick one. I'll explain once the intro's done. Well, good morning, almost afternoon, everybody. Welcome on in. It is another stream of Deadly Premonition. Yes, a blessing in disguise. Now, I said at the top of the actual stream that this could either be a long one or a short one. It depends. It depends on the post people, because I am waiting for Astrobot. And yeah, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to do some more of Deadly Premonition too while I'm waiting. Because you guys know I want to play the heck out of that. Nope, did the wrong thing, didn't I? Because I forgot to put... That's what I forgot to do. So yeah, this could be a long stream or a short stream. Now there are things we can do on this next. What was I going to do? I had to wait around for the pub to open. Then the thingy, then the altar, the fake altar with the sun coming up at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then after 9, speak to either the chef or the bellboy. So here we go. But there's other things we could do as well while we're here. Like go to the church. See what the church bit is there. Apparently going to the sheriff's office, there's side quests on the billboard, so we could potentially look at those as well. Try and take some time up, you know. Because I've got to drink Tuesday's cocktail. So where are we at the moment? We are there. Right, well, yeah, we can pop over to the sheriff's department. And then we can go to the church. Easy. Because we've still got about 3 hours yet. Oh, we don't need the taxi. Ba, 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 da, ba. So I'll do this first, then we'll go to the church. Because the church is something that came up on last stream.
Hey there, Mr. York. Looking sharp as usual. What'll it be?
Melvin, yeah. it. Come on. Oh, God. So I'm moving this so I can hear when the door gets flapped. Squirrel got in our house. Okay, defeat one squirrel. We can take that on. Okay, we'll take on the dog. We'll do an eat or die. Right. So now if we come across this stuff, that's bits we can do. Now to the church. Because things like bees and that we can see. We got some stuff. I was going to say, that's not the church. Oh, we get more of those. Okay, once we open those up, right, I see. We can also do some more bowling, I've seen, and get more stuff.
How pitiful. Are you lost, little lamb?
What the? No, it doesn't, Francis from York Morgan. It doesn't at all. So he wants me, right, to go to the place where the body was kept, catch a cold there, and then go back to him. It's like, how about no? So there's side quests we can do. Now, there was another side bit I did see about, so I'm going to go check that out while I'm here. If one we can get in. See that skill? Do you see that skill there?
New subscription received. Dispensing gratitude. Gratitude dispensed.
79 months in a row. Thank you, JT. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for the resub. I hope you're doing well this afternoon. JT. I thought I'd do an extra, potentially quick stream, potentially long stream until Astrobot gets here.
Excuse me, but what are you doing?
Searching.
He's
are you searching for?
Unknown.
You don't know.
First one
Interesting.
was absolutely
Zach,
nuts
this
as well.
man is the perfect symbol of the human race. We all live out our lives searching for things, yet no one knows what they're actually searching for. That's what it means to be human. Don't you agree, Zach? I feel like that simple declaration of his just awakened us to something.
I mean, the characters in this are just absolutely batshit. Wait, where's he gone? Oh, there he is. It's like, he's searching.
Beep, 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 beep.
Fuck. What the fuck? I think you played both games then, Denise. Beep boop. Because he can. Orders, taking orders. Oh yeah. there were, well, definitely the first one. This one's taking a bit longer to get going. He's a bit of an arse in this bit as well, isn't he, old Francis? A special power. Yes, yes, I do. No. No, I don't. But yeah, we got 20 minutes so far. Where the hell's that time gone? I haven't. I was wanting to record it, so I may have to go on ITVX, but did I have to get a password in that again? I believe I did. I know the Swerve Strickland Bryan Danielson match was apparently really good. Right. Says it what? So it's somewhere around here. Because I forgot to put it on ITV4 when I was originally going to tape it. But all the stuff around with Mum and hospitals and stress and everything else just completely slipped my mind. Oh yeah, I was keeping in touch with the results during it. I was going to say there's a referee there. Oh, not good, not fantastic. Mum has delirium. She was suffering with that past couple of weeks. They phoned me yesterday to say that, you know, they were starting to look at the plan for Mum's discharge, and the therapist said that I didn't want her back, and that they were trying to call me, but I wasn't picking up. But what I actually said is like, when Mum is going through the delirium, it's too distressing for me, so don't put me on the phone with her like when she's like that. And I wanted her home when she's 100% better, so she doesn't have to go back in hospital a week later.
Okay, Patty. I'm going to try asking you that question again. What do you do when you're at home?
I watch TV and look up stuff on the internet, I guess. Ain't much else to do when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Really? For some reason, I envisioned you working hard to take care of all the chores around the house.
Exactly.
Well,
She's
of
done
course
that the
I do stuff like that
past 3
too.
times.
But doesn't everyone? Why bother talking about it?
Other kids your age don't help out their parents. They're too busy talking with their friends on the phone or through emails.
That's stupid. I don't get why everyone's so obsessed with taking pictures of themselves. Then they send them to their friends just to get approval. Talk about cringeworthy.
How do you prefer to boost your self-esteem then?
I don't need to. I have my family.
And you know, when I was on the phone to her the past few times, it was always a case of, oh, I'm selling her stuff, oh, I'm selling her TV. Why is Rob standing outside shouting for her when he was in Wales? Yeah. Let's just say I told them to get the person who said it to phone me, and lo and behold, they didn't. Got ya. What was that blue squirrel there? Rare kill bonus. Lovely. Right. I was going to go to the arcades. I was going to go to here because I was going to bowl for a couple of games, and then we're going to go up to the Owl's Nest, because the Owl's Nest is where we need to go to drink some cocktails. None of them. But I have seen some of that game. How crazy does that game look? Let's investigate here. Lovely. So now we can get more of the Uber woman. We'll go here as well. My downside to this game compared to the first
So,
is more the
Mr. York,
times. They're
what do
using
you
more
think
so
of
like
my
the time
castle?
lapses of when you need
Pretty
to be at certain
cool, ain't
places.
I've been curious about it since the first time I saw it. You've got excellent taste, Melvin.
I dub it Lou Crawfish. I'll have you know, crawfish is pretty much its own food group in this town. Since this store carries all the bare necessities you'll need for daily life, I reckon it was an apt name. If it's sundries you're looking for, there ain't much you won't find here.
Some more bullets then. Yeah, we'll take 2 lots more bullets, thank you very much. We'll take another butter cookie, because of course we will. And there we go.
You ever need anything?
You're not only the sheriff of this town, you also manage a general store.
Sure, as long as you ring this bell here.
That's terribly convenient, Melvin. But I have one concern. What if a crime occurs while you're managing the store?
Exactly.
Running a business and keeping the peace, both jobs require immediate response in times of crisis. I just can't see how it would be possible.
It's actually pretty easy, Mr. York.
But what if a criminal who just robbed a bank came here on his way home and bought up all your stock?
Oh, I like the sound of that. You want to make me rich? Hey, how about you just buy up the whole store while you're at it? I'll never let money stand in my way. It's not the boss of me, for I am the last shopaholic.
This guy is just
Oh, I'm funny.
out
Melvin,
there.
that was a serious question.
Really? Could have fooled me. Not even the Clarksons would do something that crazy.
Are you sure?
No point in preparing for something that'll never happen, right? After all,
It's gonna
this is
happen in
Luke
this game now,
Carter,
isn't it?
the tiny forgotten town in the middle of southern nowhere.
Get it, Zach? It's Occam's razor to a T. Melvin, I have to say, you're a very balanced man. Now I feel confident that the Woods household will do just fine, even if you end up losing your job as town sheriff.
You sure are a joker, Mr. York.
Now, it did say that if you find one of those, you know, fleur-de-lis, then it would actually appear as a exclamation point. Let's go bowling. Let's have a couple of games, and then make our way to the pub. Wap, 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 wap. Ba, 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 boo. Oh, hello, lady, Mrs. Carpenter. How are
Hi
you?
there, handsome. How's your day coming along?
Gonna gain control of your lane. So she's wanting to stay in the lane. So it's not supposed to be open then. Oh, it opens at 5 again. Oh shit! It was on Nintendo originally, this, but I can see why you see DS and bits of it. So we can't go to we can't go to the bloody bowling alley yet then. Okay, so we'll set the waypoint up to go to here. We'll take a slow skateboard. Yeah, I see. Yeah, that map will just be there at the bottom of the screen for you to look at and send waypoints to. So what we can do here, because I've got to go back there in the morning, the concierge or old the bellboy, whatever hat he's decided to wear today, we will need to actually go to him and Find out about our shower. Our terrors, there's that. Done. Lovely. Will you be playing Astro Bot? Have you played Astro Bot? Did it come early for you? Because it hasn't for me. Ooh. Get another one of these open. Ba-dum-bum. I don't see anything there. I see collectibles over here though. Collectibles so we can get more voodoo stuff. What we can do is, while we are waiting for the pub to open, and there's a character in the pub. I'm really into platformers, tend to like them for about 10 minutes and get bored. Fair. Right, so here's the pub. Okay, but we're still 2 hours pretty much away from it opening. So what do we do to spend the time? Let's have a cigarette. Because of course we do. There we go. Right. It's shocking, isn't it? Yeah.
So, we meet again, Bureau Man. Sometimes folks feel like drinking. One more truth bomb for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Hello, Ran. How you doing, man?
You'll be back, yeah, Bureau Man? Remember, live jazz on the weekends.
Yeah. Remember
Yeah.
live jazz on the weekends? Yeah. But this guy's apparently his real character's a bit of a arsehole in the Jerry Lee Lewis sense. So we've got to find out where they are. The illicit water valve. So we've got to go there to see that in the morning after we've gone to do the main quest. So we've done that because it's the Tuesday. So we've got to go, when we had the chills, we've got to go back to the doctors. It's slower going. Slower going. We can't do that until we get all the drinks done. So we've got to go to the restaurant and order a meal there. But yeah, now we have to go back to the hotel, I believe, unless we can find where the killer bees are and shoot them. Go back to sleep, wake up for about 5, go to the altar or the fake altar, come back to the hotel, speak to whichever David's on call today, be it hopefully the bellboy or the chef, to find out what the next valve is to get the water pressure sorted for your shower. Yes, you heard right. I said all of that. But we don't have to do that yet. We can go back to Alexis Diner, get the food, and have some bowling. Would you like that? I think we would. Oh yeah, Rant Bionic JT. Bionic JT, rant over. Who's awesome. Well, you both are, frankly, so yeah. How is Final Fantasy in the end? Bionic JT's is a retired Souls player. Yeah, that's when it really opened up in the world. You start getting confused, like, where am I going? What am I doing? I don't know. Yeah, so let's go get the bowling done. A couple of games, get ourselves some, time spent and wasted. As we're on our skateboards. Semi-retired. Regret was instant. Why do you do it to yourself, man? Why? It's one way you can redo the bosses. That one seems harsh as well. Oh, this music sounds very Steptoe and Son.
What'll it be, honey?
It'll be some of your finest
Is this
nosh.
place a bowling alley or a restaurant?
Oh, my Lord. What's wrong, honey? Can't tell the difference? It says restaurant right there on the outside.
And how do you explain that, then?
That's so the customers can bowl while they eat. Convenient, ain't it?
Yeah, bowling ball in one hand, chicken sandwich in the other.
If you want to bowl, honey, you'll have to ask Mrs. Carpenter to open up the lane for you. But if you just want to eat, then all you need to do is call my name. Got it?
Say her name and she appears.
Oh.
Shrimp and grits. Duck hash. Let's get some grits. And all he does is drink his coffee. Because of course he does. With that.
So, what do you think of my Cajun food, honey?
Oof.
No complaints here. No wonder you call this restaurant the best Louisiana's got to offer.
That's... Why? Why would they do
my
that to you?
Lord, ain't that nice of you? I'm sure glad to hear you like Cajun flavor. It's nothing like that Creole food. And I'll be damned if it isn't the best eating you'll find this side of the Mississippi.
Hold on just one moment, Alexis. I always thought that both Creole and Cajun food were staples of the South. Am I misunderstanding something?
Not at all, honey.
He is. He misunderstands a lot of things.
Cajun and Creole food are both staples of the South. They both have roots in French cooking, of course. But Creole cooking just ain't my cup of tea. Sauces of France combined with cooking methods brought in from Africa, mixed in with Spanish influences and Italian-style tomato sauce. When you smush all that together, you can't even tell what it is no more. Cajun food is pure and solid. The Acadians who settled in Canada brought it here from France in the 1600s.
Hi, Michael.
Then the British chased them off their land and they ran all the way down here.
I go, really?
They walked straight across
That's just
America,
evil.
north to south. Finally, they found a safe haven right here in southwest Louisiana. Whew, we got everything you'd ever want here. Fresh fish, wildlife, even veggies and fruit. They used their knowledge of French cooking and added some spice and herbs.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they threw in fresh local ingredients to create what we know as Cajun cuisine.
Interesting. Now I understand what you mean about the Cajun and Creole food being completely different. But I still insist that both are shining examples of delicious local food. Roots and history aren't that important, are they?
Oh my Lord, you don't get it, do you, honey?
No, he doesn't.
Lately, there are shops all over the place calling themselves Cajun, Creole, or whatnot.
Sounds horrific, Time.
But all they serve is a hot mess of different ingredients loaded with spices. And the tourists ain't none the wiser. I just hate feeling like folks are getting the wrong impression about Cajun food.
I get it now. According to your interpretation, Creole food is contributing to that wrong impression.
You bet it is. That's why I always make sure to teach all my customers what's what.
Yes, and so far I can't really confirm or deny yet whether I will be doing the Subathon stream on my birthday next week because I still don't know.
Hi there, handsome. How's your day coming along?
I'm ready to bowl.
Hello, ma'am. Would you mind if I used this lane for a bit?
Oh, Mr. Special Agent, I suppose it'd be worth it for someone like you. After all, you might have what it takes to go semi-pro someday.
She wants to see a semi-pro.
Yes, that's right. I have the potential to become a semi-pro bowler. Therefore, I'd like to test my mettle on this lane. The bowling bug has bitten me, and it refuses to let go.
Well then, let's see what you got.
So you're saying you could become so overpowered you just womp like the final one. Play for one game, yes. So there's the ranking. So Mrs. Carpenter, Mrs. Carpenter, Mrs. Carpenter. Alexis, which David? Which David? Which David? So rewards. Now these rewards, quite nice. So we'll get a couple of games of bowling in, then we'll go lie down. Chance for some more luck and everything. And then we'll get up for like 7 in the morning. Actually, no, 6 in the morning. And then we'll go to the fake altar. Let's get our £13 balls out. Yeah, he just went nope, 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 and nope. Don't blame me on that one. Right, let's go. Close, but no cigar. It's like Grand Theft Auto again, isn't it? Steve Lake. Great hairy knacker. Spare. So I've only done a couple of games to get those point bits up for the rewards, and then we're going to try and get on with some story of this before Astrobot decides to show up. Jesus is toast. Yeah. Oh yeah. Speedrunner of souls extraordinaire. I'm not doing too badly on bowling so far in the first half of this frame. Doink. Yes, wait, what? As long as it's not blue, that's fine. Apparently can break the game with effects NPCs linked to quests. So they didn't fully optimize it then. Another spare. Oh, very nice. Cats and people. Lovely. Oh, that moved, but it didn't fall. That's not too bad a game, the first game. 181 at least. Oh, that last one right at the end there for a 6. 188 points. I acquired cola. One more game. One more game. See if we can beat the 188 then. Yeah, it just shows that, you're a menace to those games, so you get going. If only I was good like this in real life, that would be. No, we're in something, you know. I think like my best ever game was at 136. Yeah. Did any of you watch the Melina Mayhem that Maelstrom Alpha was putting on for the Maelstrom Invitational? Four people were challenged to beat Melina multiple times in 3 hours. I mean, facing her once and beating her once is bad enough, but over and over again if you can. Yeah. Christ, you've always been on this an hour. It doesn't feel like it's been an hour. There you go, there you go. It's just instinct right about how this is. Game with spares mainly. Boink. Now if I get a strike here, that'll help the score a bit. Didn't want to. Fine game. Yes, it was. Yeah. The 1 HP curse. Poor bastard. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of spin here. Ah, 176. Nice.
By the way, Mrs. Carpenter,
Not bad.
remember the first time I bowled for you and showed you that I had what it takes to go semi-pro?
He's holding on to that, isn't he?
Was there any special reason why the lane was open that day?
The truth is, something very peculiar happened that day. And as a result, I wasn't able to leave my house for quite some time.
Why is that, Mrs. Carpenter?
Meaning?
I told you my husband passed away 10 years ago, didn't I?
You did.
Well, I received a sort of message from him.
Really? What message was this? Yeah.
Crime, punishment, and love, all three were intertwined.
Is that how you get a semi then?
Intriguing. I'd love to hear more.
When he was in good health, he only ever bought me a single present.
Really?
Only once during our entire marriage.
The tight bastard.
Oh, what a terrible present it was.
Not fully proud of.
That alligator figurine looked so atrocious, and it was wearing this hideous top hat.
Really?
Alligator figurine?
Oh, honestly, I just hated it. But that was the only present he ever gave me. So I put up with it and kept it in the house. Then, when he went up to heaven, I figured I finally had a safe chance to get rid of it. So I buried it along with his coffin.
Yeah, fair.
You threw it away?
No, Francis York Morgan. Throwing it away is different than having it buried with someone's coffin. Because it symbolises taking it with them in a spiritual form.
Yes, but I regret it now. The more I thought about it, the more I realized I'd just gotten rid of the one and only thing he'd ever given to me. I couldn't believe I'd gone and done something so stupid. Then, suddenly, something unbelievable happened.
Really? What was this?
One day, I woke up, went outside as usual, and there it was.
Well, blow me down.
The figurine was right there in my yard.
No.
And it was glaring straight at me, as if it had a bone to pick with me.
Boner.
I was so shocked. I thought my heart was going to leap right out of my chest.
But it didn't.
Right there, I decided I had to tell my husband the truth. So I went up to his photograph and did my best to tell him the whole story. Then I heard it. Honeybee, that figurine is a gift from heaven.
Who said that?
He did. My husband started talking to me through his photograph. Well, instantly, I felt peace wash over my heart, and I decided to bring the figurine back inside my house. Then he spoke to me again. Let the youngster use the lane, he said. Suddenly, it all hit me. I rushed over, and there you were getting a strike. That's when I realized my husband has always been watching over me ever since he passed away. This is the power of eternal love. You understand me, Mr. Special Agent?
I don't think that was quite the song from the 80s.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear.
What was I thinking? I'm still in the middle of my game here. I was right on the verge of completely ruining my routine. Go on, I'm busy here. Shoo, shoo.
Eternal love, Zach. Isn't it wonderful? But why do you think her husband ever bought her that thing in the first... No, we better not go there, Zach. Mysteries are far more romantic when they're left unsolved. Especially mysteries that are connected to romance.
Yeah, let's quickly steer away from that one, shall we, eh? Right. Da 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 da. Right, okay. Now, we have to go back to the hotel. Sleep it off. It's good, really, because the hotel is just over there. I haven't found any of those fleur-de-lis yet. I've run out of stamina very, very quickly here. There you go. A figurine bonus. Is that one of David's? Okay, so we're going to have to sleep for about 11 hours. If only. If only. Then we come back here in the morning. I find Mr. Chef and we go, where's one of those other valves, Chef? And he goes, well, children. Voodoo, hoodoo, do what you don't dare do, people. Right, wake up at 4:53 in the morning. Night has fallen, so Patricia went home. Cleaning 3 hours, as good as new, right? Okay. We'll go have a shower, even though the shower's fooked. I know we can't have a shower because the shower's fooked. We need water pressure for it. So, now I've given myself an hour to get to the altar. Not the altar on time, you understand, but the fake altar. So now we can actually get on with the story. I know, chat. I know the story. I know what you're thinking. There's a story.
Mr. Alligator, not sure how much help you'll be in this situation, but I guess you're better than nothing. What the? Zach, I don't even need to say it, do I? This is right out of that movie. Videodrome, 1982, directed by David Cronenberg. At the time, it was seen as a hard movie to digest for normal moviegoers, but now it's become a cult classic. I always just saw it as another weird Canadian movie, but this changes everything. My arm and my gun have become one. Now I can really understand what Max was going through.
Okay, so hold down the fire button to charge the psycho gun. Yeah. Aim it towards an enemy to lock on and release the fire button. Discovery site. We need to go to there. No! Now we know what the red shadows are. Got now less than an hour to wait, and then once we're done here, we go back to the hotel, wait till about 9 o'clock. Okay. Right. Cold be gone. Okay. Chills and colds and paralysis, but that's that. Okay. Right, the Lies Clarkson Discovery site. We've got Thingme. We've got story.
This is how it has to be.
Why did the perpetrator decide to enshrine Lisa's body here? Remember this, Zach?
There's a bottle of booze down there, look.
Stone skipping.
Michael.
We did it all the time when we were kids. For some reason, I could never beat you. But I feel like I've got what it takes to win now. What do you say? Shall we take a trip down memory lane?
In order to start stone skipping, you need to select a stone. After tossing a stone. Okay. Give them all a
Not bad, Zach. That was just as fun as when we were kids.
Really?
Hey, what's that?
Hey, look, there's a mini Stonehenge, look.
No wonder the word Mississippi means father of waters. It has the power to carry boats down the tiniest of tributaries.
He gets prick, yeah.
It's one of the prime symbols of
Skip
America's
this.
majesty and the vitality of the human race. Now about that boat. What sort of cargo would give it such a deep draft? What else do you see, Zach? I saw it clearly, if only for a second. The dragonfly crest.
Oh, you noticed that then?
This town never wants to stop reminding us about the Clarksons.
Stone skipping has been unlocked.
Hey, Zach. Do you remember the oracle? When the sun awakens, catch the tip of the baby bear's tail at the false altar.
Don't, no.
And the entrance to the other world will reveal itself to you. In other words, we need to go to where Lise was found and look north at dawn. I wonder what we'll see.
I know that. I've got to get through this and then I'll quit and restart and hopefully I'll stop. Filled with nothing but dirty water. An old tyre, yeah, okay. He rolled down the hill like Beavis and Butthead, yeah. And no hills. Stonehenge, look, see? Symbol has nothing to do with the case. Paper. You watch now, this annoying sounds there. It's going to take fucking ages to get by it, isn't it? Oh God, here we go. Eerie floating
It's a skull,
Oh.
Zach. As clear as day. That's the spot. The barrier between our world and the other world. One might call it a singularity.
Singularity discovery bonus. Yay! It stopped
Now,
for a second or two.
what do you say we go inspect that cabin?
Yes. What
Why
cabin?
did you leave me behind? You're not supposed to investigate without me.
Yes, I am. Welcome back,
Oh,
Michael.
I'm sorry,
Thankfully,
Patty.
you didn't hear that bloody annoying sound.
You just missed a special moment.
What moment? The sugarcane plantation? So what?
You can't see it?
All I see is the Clarkson's plantation and that gross silo.
There you have it, Zach. Patty, Zach and I will take it from here. In the meantime, you need to head home and wait for us.
Wait at home? Alone?
Yeah.
Yes, but only for a while. Once I make some progress, I'll contact you again.
Hey, hold on!
Also, would you mind telling Melvin that I'm heading to the sugarcane plantation? I'm sure we'll need his help later.
Whoa, Agent York! Wait! You're really gonna leave a little girl like me here all alone? Act like an adult for once in your life. I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. You promised! Protect me!
You'll be fine. You made it this far alone, didn't you?
Oh, thank God, that fucking sound. Oh, it's still fucking here. So it's fucked off now. Do. That's stone skipping. We can skip some stones if we wanted. Right, we need to head over to the sugar. So we need to head up here. Boo-doo-boo. There we go. Fucking got rid of that bloody sound. Lovely. And we've still got time, you see, to then go back to the hotel and get the second part of the bloody thing we sorted. To get the second part of my the shower sorted so we can have a shower again. Do do do. Shot a UFO, good. The Clarkson sugarcane plantation.
Look, Zach. We're about to encounter a new character.
Oh, great.
Damn it. I know I saw her go inside, but it's empty. The hell's going on here?
You won't be able to find the other world.
What the... Who in the hell are you? And what are you doing on our plantation?
I'd like to ask you the same.
Well, Hey, shut up. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
I see. Well, if you don't want to tell me, then I have no choice but to guess. You just said this is our plantation. I assume that means you're a member of the Clarkson family, and you're here looking for someone. If there's a search being conducted on Clarkson property, It must be a search for Galena Clarkson, who's gone missing. Judging from the way you speak, your age, and most of all the color of your eyes, you must be Danny Clarkson, the father of the victim, Galena's husband, and the manager of the cold storage warehouse. Nice to meet you. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. I'm here investigating the Lise Clarkson case. Oh, and just call me York. That's what everyone's always called me.
You think I give a shit? You better watch your mouth or I'm liable to whoop your goddamn ass.
Danny Clarkson.
Your daughter was taken from you, and now your wife has gone missing. No words can describe what you're going through. I imagine you're doing everything you can, searching every last nook and cranny all over town. But, Danny, listen to me. It won't get you anywhere. No matter how hard you search, you'll never find them.
The fuck is with you?
Exactly.
You want to throw down with a Clarkson?
Absolutely not. I simply wish to solve this case.
Then hurry up and investigate, goddammit.
I am. That's why I'm here. The Oracle told me there's something in this spot.
Oracle?
That's right. Zach and I are following oracles given to us by a skeletal gentleman. If you wish to find the person who killed your daughter, you should cooperate. I imagine that not even the Clarksons want to start a feud with a federal power.
I've had enough of your bullshit. Why's everyone and their mother been pissing in my ear today, huh? Shit!
Does this mean you're ready to cooperate? May I enter the building?
I've never heard that
Do
expression.
whatever you want.
Why has everybody been
You think
pissing
you
in
can
my
mess with
ear?
the Clarksons? You got another thing coming.
Zach, it appears that the Clarksons have no idea where Galena is either. And judging from Danny's demeanor, the family must be in the midst of their own complications. This case may require more work than we think. Zach, Danny married into this family, didn't he? Yet he's acting like he's a full-blooded Clarkson. I'm surprised, really. That was the most unexpected aspect of our encounter. After all, he's only the son-in-law. What do you think, Zach?
Yeah, what do you think, Zach? Oh, there's the door there. It's nice to get back to story, though. Now we can find out if anything's actually going on. There's a magic toolbox. So we can... take that away. I love that. It gets rid of your BO. Take those as well for when we have those bloody thingies again. So what is this?
This is it, Zach.
Yeah.
A deadly premonition.
You took the name of the game!
You know, for some reason, I'm getting butterflies. How about you? It's time we went and saw this other world for ourselves. Zach, the countryside is always so entertaining. It has far more stimuli to offer than the big city.
I mean, it only took us, what, about 6.5 hours to get to this part?
Those movies from the 80s were all predicting the future. Life's simpler than what philosophers make it out to be. In the end, truth and reality are never one and the same. Now we have nothing.
No! I love that. No! Wait, to be fair, it's still no. I don't want to die. Do we go through here first? See that? They look like Devil May Cry creatures, don't they? Like the marionette puppet things. I still heard nothing from the door bit, you know, the thing flapping, so if I haven't heard it by 2 o'clock, I'll go have a quick look. Yes! No! Wow. The sharpshooter bonus. It's a sharpshooter bonus. Oh man. There, so that'd be the way to go. I want to check it here first. Have we done?
Zach, I sense something here.
Really? I sense a telephone.
Lise was murdered here. Let's take a closer look and find out exactly what went on.
Hey, profiling the first one.
Zach, the murder weapon was an axe.
Right.
Lise must have been dismembered while she was still alive.
Only the first part, surely.
And the woman holding the axe. Flashy clothes, beautiful face, and that dragonfly ring. This must be Lisa's mother, Galena Clarkson. Look, Zach. She's crying. It's the polar opposite of Lisa's euphoric expression. Galena is brandishing an axe while tears stream down her face. What was going on in her head?
More. More. I want more. Okay, sweetie. We're gonna play a fun game now. I love games. I wanna play. I wanna play. Yes, I'll give you exactly what you want. Something real special. You'll be able to fly much higher now. I'm happy. So happy. Yeah. I'm your mama. I know exactly what you want.
Okay, then.
Zach, Lisa's limbs were severed while she was still alive. But she's smiling. She must not have been able to feel any pain. Sang Rouge isn't that powerful of a drug. At least it shouldn't be. And look, Zach. Another dragonfly. The tattoo is just to the side of her navel. She always carried the mark of a Clarkson with her, wherever she went.
Wow, it's amazing. I can feel it. I'm getting prettier. Yeah, you are. See, I made this just for you. My body's getting hot. So hot. I'm burning up. Oh, let the sensations take over, Lise. Soon you won't feel any pain. You won't feel anything at all.
Okay, then.
Red powder. This must be Sang Rouge. But for some reason, it looks more vibrant than all the specimens we've gathered so far.
Okay, let's get started. This is gonna be so fun. Remember how you used to play with dolls when you were a baby, honey? Yay! I love dolls. Dolly, dolly, dolly. Yes. Oh, yes. You're amazing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, JT. What the actual
Zach,
fuck?
there's a tall woman here. Very stylish. She'd stick out like a sore thumb in this town. Is she watching the murder? No. She's clearly more than an innocent spectator. She must be deeply entwined with this case somehow.
Lise, you're so beautiful.
Really? I'm a little dolly. I'm a little dolly.
That's it, Lise. It'll all start from you. Now you'll never die. You'll be eternal. Just wait for me, Lise. I'll be with you soon. I'll always be with you.
Dolly, dolly, dolly.
That's messed up.
Lise Clarkson was murdered here. After she died, she was carried to the spot underneath that bridge.
Well, bits of it were.
Why did the killer feel the need to move her? Bodies are usually only moved to cover up evidence. But this is different. Lisa's body was enshrined. She was being shown off to someone. The ritual, the altar, a mother killing her child, a monstrous giant, and a mysterious, stylish woman. There's a real demon out there, and it's got its sights set on the Clarksons. But Zach, this is exactly the kind of case we FBI agents are here to solve. Isn't that right?
So, dude, take it in your bloody stride, aren't you? I mean, very weird to say the least. I mean, we were waiting for it to take a turn, and it certainly did. Very weird. Oh, that's the cursor, okay. That's the aiming cursor, not my mouse, just moving up and about. Oh shit. think that was one of those be careful what we wish for moments, really, because we got it, didn't we? So we got to go the other way then. So we've got to go this way. This has gotten messed up. Well, at least we've got some more anti-nut, I guess. Find our way out of here. Might as well get pickups while we can. Oh, the voodoo doll one that's here, cool. Can we update? No, got nothing there to update that with. No, because we have to go back to our, we have to go back to Mr. Voodoo Man. The mirror. We still haven't gone back to fix the shower yet. Boss fight? think we're all going to need some Astrobot after this to cleanse. Jesus. What on earth is that? A demon baby growing in a tree sap.
I did it. I really did it. I finally completed the first ritual. Now the plan will begin. The Red One's plan will begin.
Case in point.
Zack, this case is going to be a labyrinth. I certainly didn't expect to run into a monster like this. Honestly, I'm not one for violence, but I'm not just going to stand here and die. What do you think? Should we read off her rights?
Now, it's the Red One's turn. The Red One. Soon. And in the end, we'll be together. Together. Red. Oh, seeds. Red. Oh, yeah. I killed Lise. I did just as I was told. I killed her. So pure, adorable, and beautiful. I killed my own baby.
Can't believe I have dizziness and vertigo for this bit.
You son of a bitch! What did you do to my daughter?
You know, so I went straight for her rather than the others. I don't need to put up with that shit. Any shit I need to just put up with you.
Pissing me off. I'm invincible now. Holy red seeds protect me. So then why? What are you? No, it can't be. You came here to stop our plan? You can't stop us now. We already made our sacrifice. You don't know how much we sacrificed. How many tears of blood we cried. All for the Red One's plan. We've come so far. The Red One gave me the honor of lighting the flame. I'm not gonna let you stop me here!
Phase 2 then.
Galena, is this your true form? Gosh, Hollywood would have been all over you. Although you probably would have been typecast as a gross monster. The kind that heroes always kill.
We're going to make a new world! And no one's going to stop us!
And we still haven't seen about getting our shower fixed. fulfill your song.
Feel my pain! No! This can't be happening! How?
Disaster aversion bonus. Nice. Did we get it this time? Is there a phase 3?
This is impossible! Red 3!
See if there's any boxes for more collectibles. Oh, yes, there is. Pick those up. It's turned into York May Cry. Get him his double guns now, you know. How much crack? Well, sweary, he might have been on a lot of it. It's just on a postcard.
This, our new world. My Lise, my sweet little dolly.
Galena Clarkson,
You're under arrest.
you are now under arrest on suspicion of the murder of Lise Clarkson and the illegal disposal of her corpse. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. That's enough, Zach. She can't hear us anymore. Zach, pardon my language,
Okay.
but this case can go fuck itself.
I owe you one, Mr. York. I'm awful sorry you had to get all caught up in our town's dirty laundry. I didn't expect you to catch the criminal this soon, though. You never fail to impress me.
You're going to head off. No worries, Michael. I'm going to have a quick look and see whether
Come on, CLG.
I've had
Let's
post
head back to the office.
and grab myself a drink, and then if not, I'll be right back.
Mr. York and I both got a lot of cleanup work to take care of.
And I've still got to fix the shower.
Now I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna tell the Clarksons. That's my biggest problem.
Melvin, this investigation has only just begun.
What? But we got the killer.
Now we've got one of them.
This case is much more complicated than it seems.
You mean you're gonna keep searching the town?
Of course. At the moment, I'm after a tall, stylish woman.
And the giant. Remember the giant?
Does that ring any bells?
Stylish? You lost me. What's that got to do with anything?
Plenty.
Zach and I saw her with our own eyes. We need to find her, I'm positive.
You're probably talking about Professor R.
The pirate in the lab, you know, Professor R.
Professor R? From the jazz bar?
rock the jazz bar.
Yeah. I mean, she's the only person in town you could call stylish. She's tall, too.
But,
What is it, Melvin?
Come on, Melvin.
well...
You scared of her? What?
Well, out with it.
You fancy her? What?
Don't let your 10-year-old daughter upstage you here, Sheriff.
She gives you a semi-pro?
You're looking for a stylish woman, right?
Yes, we've established that.
Then I think you're barking up the wrong tree with Professor R. She isn't exactly a normal woman, if you catch my drift.
I hear you loud and clear. Melvin, you're careless in every sense of the word, but I believe you operate on the side of good in most cases. With that in mind, I'm disappointed to see that you carry some prejudice with you.
But
Is she the type to forbid customers from entering her jazz bar due to the color of their skin?
No, she ain't like that.
Well then, case closed. Melvin, I think we should call it a day. I'm going to head back to my hotel and get some sleep.
We dealt with similar with Thomas.
I also need to prepare a report to send back to the Bureau. Patty, thank you very much for assisting me in my investigation. I'll be counting on you again tomorrow.
I just helped an FBI agent.
Oh, and Melvin, one more thing. You needn't worry about what to tell the Clarksons. I'm sure they already know that Galena's been arrested. After all, this is Lucare.
Right, well, let us go find the save point. Then let us check. Wait. Review. Okay, so we'll review the case when we go back to the hotel. Because, we've got to go back to the hotel. What can we buy here? Another coffee. We don't really want any more coffee. So, alright, yeah, alright. Pick up some more here. Thought we did that one already. Okay, we see any of those, we can sort them out. Right, save point. I say, I'll be right back. Just going to go grab myself a drink and see whether the post has been. If it has, then I shall call it a day, but if not, we shall be back with more. I'll be right back then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. And it is here. It is here. So, what we're going to do... we're going to go back to the hotel. We're going to review stuff. I'm going to give you a little bit more. And then we're going to call it so I can play that. So we can have a cleanser. Because that was just bizarre. Okay, so how far are we away from... oh, we're not far at all. We're not far at all. And it's after 9 o'clock. There we go. Now, I've been harping on about the shower, so let's get the shower sorted and looked at, shall we? Right, let's go to the kitchen and see whether Mr. Chef can help us out with finding out where the next bit is. Ding ding!
My restaurant serves only the highest quality Creole cuisine. The real deal. Which ain't too easy to find in a backwoods town like this.
Did I hear wrong then? Set me straight, would you, Chef? I thought that Cajun food was the norm in Acadiana. Why would you go out of your way to serve Creole food here?
When I was a youngin', I trained myself at a famous restaurant in New Orleans.
A famous restaurant? That's incredible. Was it Arnaud's? Antoine's? No, don't tell me, I got it. Brennan's, right?
None of those, actually. But that place taught me how to really cook. Go on and try something, you'll see.
Very intriguing.
Okay. We'll try the seafood platter. And then we need to talk to him again because he needs to tell us how to get the thingy going, the shower going. We were told 9 o'clock.
That food was unbelievable. I see you weren't lying about undergoing training at that famous restaurant.
Ah, now you just trying to embarrass me, mister. I still appreciate it, though.
And you must have undergone some rigorous training in order to gain such refined technique. You put so much care into preparing everything just right. And your manipulation of that low-temp flame in order to bring out such a pleasant fragrance, simply perfect. This is true Creole food. You have to tell me now, which famous restaurant did you train yourself at?
Take a guess.
Come on, Chef, we need to know. Zach and I are begging you.
You drive a hard bargain, mister. All right, I reckon I can give you a hint.
Really?
Oh, just a hint now.
Fine, we'll take it. Just say it.
It's the restaurant that serves the most famous fried chicken in all of Louisiana. Crispy, crunchy. You know what I'm talking about? Bona fide fried chicken.
No, you can't mean...
Oh, yeah.
I'll bet they worked you pretty hard.
Mm-hmm, you betcha.
So that's how you acquired the mental fortitude necessary to cook such amazing food.
Oh, my time there taught me just how tough city life really is.
Amazing. Zach, did you hear all that? That's an incredible story, David. You really are a true chef. Both Zach and I have given you our official approval.
Okay, where are you now then?
And that's what I'm talking. You can't get so make sure.
Okay, we'll have to go find him elsewhere then. But it was supposed to be here. i.e. the bellboy. Not a concierge. There we go, then we'll do this.
Zach, let's go over our progress. We've got a complicated case on our hands this time, especially as far as the Clarksons' relationships go. But in a way, it's also a simple one. Understanding them on a deeper level is the most efficient way to uncover the truth behind all this. That's the one thing I'm sure of.
When does organization start?
Zach, let's start with the people who were closest to the victim. Lise Clarkson, the victim, is the granddaughter of the current head of the Clarkson family. Her mother is Galena, an ex-actress, and Lise clearly inherited her beauty. Except for her eyes, that is. Lisa's eye color matches that of her father's. Now, do you remember who Lise Clarkson's father is?
P.J. Clarkson, yes. No, Lisa's father's Danny.
That's right. Lisa's father is Danny Clarkson. His real name is Daniel E. Clarkson. He's from Florida and used to be the CEO of a talent agency. Danny struck the heart of Galena and successfully became a member of the esteemed Clarkson family. Despite being the son-in-law, he acts like he was born a Clarkson, but he's still just the son-in-law. Next comes what happened to Lise. According to Alexis, Lise said that the man was as tall as an oak tree. I believe that's the same 10-foot tall giant who made the fingerprints we found in the cold storage warehouse. Now, what did this man do to Lise prior to her murder? Yes, that's it, Zach. The man as tall as an oak tree followed Lise around and watched her. Despite his towering stature, he must have been rather shy. Or perhaps he was merely biding his time and planned to kidnap her from the very start.
Possibly.
If that's the case, there should have been some evidence left at the scene of the crime. Zach, we're still missing some puzzle pieces. Speaking of the scene of the crime, I did some profiling in the plantation's control room.
Yes.
The truth it revealed to us was nauseating and horrific.
Yes, it was.
But we need to touch upon it if we wish to proceed. Isn't that right, Zach?
Yes.
Who actually murdered Lise Clarkson? Yes, that's right. Lisa's own mother killed her, while she was dreaming about some bizarre new world. This is by far the vilest and ugliest crime we've ever seen.
And then some.
The fact that Galena set up her daughter's body at an altar makes this case even more complicated. Remember, not a single sacrificial human murder has ever been proven and documented in all of American history. The real world is far more complex than what we see in films and video games. And sacrificing a human life for something else is no easy task. In conclusion, Zach, through our investigation, we found one character who sticks out more than anyone else. You know exactly who I'm thinking about, don't you?
Professor R.
We'll need to have a word with her in the near future. Who's the stylish woman we saw during the profiling?
Which one should we go for?
Professor R. We haven't met her yet, but she's deeply intertwined with this case. Let's wait for the skeletal gentleman to guide us to her with an oracle. Well, Zach, what do you think? Isn't the Deep South something?
Yeah, certainly something,
the people
all right.
here are just as warm as the weather, and the food is to die for.
Poor choice of words.
Might be nice to move down here after I retire. What, still too early to talk about that? You may be right. After all, this case has only just begun.
I think that's episode 1 done.
Galena can't be the killer. They're making all this shit up.
Let's get out of the way.
If what you say is true, Daniel, how do you plan to prove it? It's nearly been a century since the Clarksons first took control of Lucari. 100 years. I always thought my legacy would live on for 300 at least.
I'm gonna find the real killer and beat the living dog shit out of him.
Yet it looks to me like times have changed. We ain't in the good old days no more. You understand me, boy?
Yes, sir. I'm right there with you, Pa. I'm gonna continue what you started, sir, and make the Clarkson family strong again. But first, I need to find whoever really killed Lise and bash their fucking brains in.
I saw this coming. Ever since the day Lenny left home,
Lenny!
the town of Lucari has been cursed.
Lenny!
We can't
Lenny!
stop what's happening now. It's too late. It's beyond me. No. It's beyond the minds of anyone who comes from the olden days. You understand me now, boy?
Yes, sir. Believe me, I do. I'll kill him. Just leave everything to me, Pa.
Are you serious about this?
Yes, sir. Right hand of God. Look right in my eyes. I ain't lying. I'm serious. I just need you to lend me some troops, sir. We need retribution right now. That's the job I've been given, and I intend to do it.
Well then, let me ask you one more time. Are you serious about this?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm a Clarkson, and all Clarksons have a job to do. Isn't that what we always say?
Mm-hmm. Then I'll need an arm.
Yeah. What?
Well now, you want to use my troops, I'm gonna need to know whether or not you're really serious about this. Just one arm. Slide it on through that wire there, and it'll take care of it for you.
Pa, I mean, you're joking, right?
Daniel, have I ever told you a single joke?
No, but...
If you want to become a real Clarkson, then you done got yourself a job to do.
Wait, Pa, I get it now. You want me to stick it in and then pull it out at the last minute, right? You want to see if I got guts or not, but there's gonna be another way. You can't be serious, sir. Hey, knock it off, you assholes! Let me go! He's just joking with me. Let me go, goddammit! Oh, please, sir, don't do this! Just tell me this is a joke, please!
am a Clarkson. And no matter how our fortune falls, all Clarksons have a job to do.
Yeah, same here, mate. It's like, what the fuck?
That be the law of this land.
And again, I say to you, what the fuck? S rank. Yep, never planned this. It's too messed up, isn't it, for you? Okay, then.
York, you can hear me, right? I'll be with you soon. I'm not sad. Honestly, I can't wait. It's all I think about lately. I mean, we'll be together again. We'll get to discuss movies, food again. Everyone around here has bad taste.
And this is the sequel rather than the prequel part of it.
Understand things the way we do. It's a shitty world filled with shitty people. Oh, that reminds me. There are movie theaters and restaurants over there, right? As soon as I get there, let's go grab some peanut butter hamburgers.
Welcome to the way the game's made.
I'm so excited, York.
He was just being a floater.
Please, York, don't rush me. You just need to wait a bit longer. I still have one job left to do. I need to finish it. I have to. Or else I'd never be able to face you. Just give me a little more time, okay?
Back to 2019.
So, Lisa's mother, Galena Clarkson, confessed to murdering Lise.
Yes.
But then immediately afterwards, she went insane. So you had no choice but to detain her. What a terribly convenient story. You were the first person to find the suspect hiding at a farm on the edge of town. And you even got her to confess to the crime, right then and there. Did anyone else get a chance to hear Galena's confession?
Only us.
How did you even find that shack in the first place?
Metaphysical offender profiling.
Meta what?
Yeah, look, Chris.
Should I know this word?
Metaphysical offender profiling. The term appears 6 times in the Le Carré report and 14 times in the 2010 Greenvale report. As long as you're solving cases, the people in charge don't really care what sort of words you use. But we're different. You utilized a highly abnormal method to instantly hone in on a suspect. Then you did it again and again. And every time you used it, one term kept appearing in your files: metaphysical offender profiling. Mr. Morgan, would you mind explaining to us what this term means?
We could try.
Yes, he is smoking the devil's lettuce. A Camberwell carrot.
No matter what words we used, you'd never be able to understand. You see, it doesn't pertain to this side. Come, my fairy. Stop hiding back there and give them the explanation they so desire. What? You're too shy?
Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan!
Come on out. Don't be afraid.
Is that all you have to say? Don't underestimate me, Morgan. I know you and the Clarksons share a deeper connection.
With that weirdo?
Much deeper than how it appears on the surface. I need to shake him with something else that's directly connected to the Clarksons. I'm gonna jog his memory by force.
Old messy letters.
Those letters look very old. The postmark suggests they were sent out from Louisiana. And I suspect that dragonfly mark belongs to the Clarkson family.
Yeah.
Maybe. So what if it does?
A stalker has been harassing Patricia Clarkson for several years now. Did you know about this? Constant silent phone calls, unmarked letters. She also spotted a suspicious figure lurking near her mansion several times. And just last week, her employees spotted a strange figure lurking in the vicinity. The day someone else coincidentally used your alias and traveled to Louisiana.
That's very intriguing. Aligned symbolism.
Lise Clarkson also reported being harassed by a stalker just before she was murdered. You're aware of this, correct? Because I didn't find any mention of this in your report.
No direct connection to the case. That's what we must have thought.
The visionary lies to himself, the liar only to others. Which are you?
That's enough for now. This all has nothing to do with the case. Besides, there's no evidence that proves those letters are from her. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Okay, right.
Someone stole Lisa's body and it's been missing for the past 14 years. I find it hard to believe that it was simply hidden in that cold storage warehouse the entire time. Why wasn't a more detailed investigation carried out? Mr. Morgan, I noticed that several parts of this report have been redacted. For example, here. One individual's name has been erased from the key figure list. Would you mind telling me why?
Someone in charge must have thought it was unimportant.
Get ready for about another hour of this.
Maybe even inappropriate.
Why would they think that?
How should we know? We've never understood what those people do.
Well, I took the liberty of trying to restore what was taken out. Normal ink was used to blot it out, so I was able to recover part of it. Here's what it says. Sapling salesman. All the other redacted parts seem to be connected to this person. But I can't think of a single reason why this individual would need to be removed from the report. Why is he so untouchable?
Because he's the demon.
Oh, him. He's nothing. We were barking up the wrong tree.
Meaning?
Can't include someone who doesn't exist. in an official report, now can we?
Doesn't exist. You mean he had nothing to do with the case?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Morgan.
According to you, at the beginning of this case, the victim's body was being stored in the warehouse on purpose. Is that the truth? They really put her body there alongside food and other perishables?
It's in the report.
No. The report only says it was stored using the most effective and shockingly inhuman method possible.
If you can think of a better phrase, we're all ears.
The report isn't wrong, you know. In fact, that might actually be the most accurate way of describing it. It's precise, and it's also kinda poetic, you know?
Wow, Simon. We never would have taken you for a poet.
Right?
You two think this is a joke? Lise Clarkson's body was discovered in that cold storage warehouse after 14 long years. If you'd only done a proper investigation, we probably would have found her much sooner. That poor girl.
We still regret the fact that we never got to meet her. We're sorry, from the bottoms of our hearts.
I only hope it didn't happen that way by design.
Will you comfort me? Thank you, my fairy.
I knew it wouldn't go that easily. Maybe I should try asking my questions in a different way.
Yes.
I could use Agent Jones here. This is a nice building. Layout isn't bad either. Whew. Must be rather expensive to rent a place like this in Boston. How many other rooms are there in this apartment? That room over there, your bedroom?
Why so curious, Belle? It almost sounds as if you're seeing this place for the first time. Aside from the hardware shop on the first floor, every apartment in this building has the exact same layout. We're well aware that you studied the layout of this apartment before you came to see us. There's no need to act so roundabout.
Well,
just be honest. Say it. I want to see your bedroom.
Well then?
Doesn't mean we'll let you see it, though.
A stinking indulgence. And a massive DVD collection.
It's not massive.
You must live a very comfortable life.
We're retired, remember?
Retired in your 40s. I'm envious.
Yeah, same here.
But who doesn't love movies, Belle?
I'm not a fan.
Oh, that won't do. You should dedicate all the free time you have to watching movies. It's practically an unwritten law. Films guide us. Films are filled with every important life lesson there is.
Is that so?
For example, They Live, 1988, directed by John Carpenter. That film taught us a valuable lesson. Always put on your sunglasses before a fight.
You know, you've got a point.
Hey, look, it's Chris Slate.
Movies teach us about everything we need to know. I learned about the right way to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. It's one of Stallone's best films. Before that, I wouldn't be caught dead trying to eat frozen pizza. I thought it wasn't fit for human consumption. But that film changed my life.
Simon, that has nothing to do with the film. You're just talking about pizza.
Now, for the people just watching this bit for the first time, Francis Zach Morgan, not York Morgan, that's an important distinction, has a brain tumour, which is why his head looks bigger.
Agent Jones. Are you paying attention? Or do you intend to waste Mr. Morgan's precious time?
No. Sorry. I'm just a little tired. I'm listening.
Take your hand out of your pocket. Didn't they teach you any manners at Quantico?
Oh, right. Guess they slipped my mind. My bad. I'm actually kinda nervous. I'm not used to this sort of thing. Data analysis is my specialty, you know. I'm sure I'd be able to calm down a bit if I had some pizza, though.
Yeah, data. Yeah.
The FBI needs to do something about their lack of personnel. I'll have to ask the questions myself. But how should I start? Maybe I should look back over the files and calmly reassess the situation. After you arrested Galena Clarkson, you had a run-in with the Clarksons. At least that's what it says in the report. What exactly happened there?
Just a simple run-in, that's all. Nothing but a single phenomenon. Chasing hollow instances like that won't lead you closer to the truth. Truth doesn't work like that.
A hollow phenomenon, which resulted in a mountain of corpses.
Oh, Belle. We think we finally understand what you're trying to say. But don't be so voracious. How about another cup of coffee? We've still got a long way to go, you know.
This will be a long way to go.
Yes. It's coarsely ground, so there should only be 4 teaspoons per cup. No more, no less. Next, the coffee travels from the funnel to the siphon. Simon, normally you only do surveillance in order to gather data, correct? Hiding microphones and cameras, sifting through garbage, wiretapping, shadowing, tracing credit card histories. You'll do whatever it takes to gather data in order to prevent crimes. That's how the FBI works.
Well, yeah, you're right. No reason in hiding it now, I guess. Why do you ask?
Our Southern Belle has adopted a very peculiar MO. It's almost like she has a special power, just like us. You've been watching us this entire time, haven't you, Belle? From that window.
I don't need to answer that question.
Because it's true.
You came here on New Year's Eve, then spent 49 hours watching us until you returned to your hotel room last night. You observed us the entire time without sleep or rest. And you only ate once, some pizza delivered by Simon. Aside from that, You never drank any water or relieved yourself. You simply sat there and continued to watch us.
Her bladder must be aching like hell.
You have visions, too, don't you? You came here solely to hear us talk, didn't you? But then, why bother watching us for over 2 days beforehand? You didn't come to talk with us. You came because you wanted to see this apartment with your own eyes. And because you're already convinced of something. Isn't that right? He who fights with monsters should see to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you.
All right, the Sphinx.
But I...
Oh, coffee. Thank you, my fairy. If you hadn't been paying attention, this coffee would have all gone to waste. The pus in our brains. It really has a way of interfering with our lives. I didn't remember. She came along.
Oh. What the Christ? This is friggin' delicious. I thought I was gonna shit myself for a second there. Come on, Aaliyah, take a sip. Trust me. I'm not exaggerating here.
I don't believe it. It's better than any coffee I've ever tasted.
Of course it is. Coffee is a sacred drink. Coffee saved us. If not for its oracle, we would be on the other side right now. So I never forget to pay my respects to coffee, especially at critical moments like this.
Big black cumulonimbus clouds are in the sky.
I bet it's... Is that really, really sort of powerful coffee then?
And that sound. Thunder snow is coming.
The thunder snow.
Why would an agent as skilled as you close the Lise Clarkson case without locating her body?
Good question.
Yeah, excellent question.
Maybe we just weren't as skilled as you think back then. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Very expensive.
You reported the body as being stolen. Was that truly the case?
Meaning?
Meaning there's a possibility that the body wasn't stolen, but purposefully moved instead. Maybe someone ordered someone else to get rid of the body, or even store it in a specific place.
But who? And for what purpose?
In order to use the body for something else.
To grow the seeds,
You never
maybe.
considered that? Perhaps there's some connection between the frozen body and the fact that Sang Rouge is still being produced.
Hey, Aaliyah, how about explaining yourself clearly so that even I can follow along?
Someone extracted the ingredients to Sang Rouge from Lise Clarkson's body. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it, Belle?
So that they could go on producing the inimitable drug without Professor R.
What?
Drug addiction destroys people, physically and mentally. It makes them capable of doing anything just so they can get their hands on a fix. Abusing a corpse? That's nothing to an addict. And with your dependency, I suspect you might know just what that's like.
Maybe we do. If you threaten to take this away from us, I might have to kill you both right here. And steal all your $100 bills. Oh, spine-tingling, scary stuff, isn't it, my fairy?
You sure got a twisted sense of humor there, Morgan.
Oh, he's a twisted individual.
Come on, don't glare at me like that, Aaliyah.
Glare at him like this.
I told you, I'm out of my element here, remember?
This isn't the time or the place.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just really nervous. I mean, Morgan's a legend. And now he's right in front of us, and things are all tense. I'm sure it'd give any normal agent a stomachache.
Incidentally, Simon, why did you decide to stop working out in the field?
Don't ask. It's a long story.
I don't mind. We have lots of time, don't we? I could even make you another cup of coffee, if you like.
Fine then. I'll try to make it brief. See, I used to work out in the field. Even had my own partner. But we had a little rivalry that sort of ruined our relationship. It was over a woman, of course. You know how it goes. We fell in love with the same girl. At the same workplace, too. Then one day, the three of us went to go do a stakeout at a restaurant over in East Boston. I pretended to be a customer while my partner waited in the car, and she waited in the building across the way. Well, it only took a few minutes for my partner and I to lose our heads. We started engaging in this dumb contest to see who could impress her more.
Oops.
Things were looking bad. I knew I was gonna lose. Then, something happened. Right in front of me, a customer starts choking on something. Face was pale, froth at the mouth, the whole 9 yards. I got up at once, but my partner stopped me. Didn't want us to blow our cover. So what did I do? I ignored him, helped the guy anyway. I couldn't stand by and watch that. I couldn't help myself. Next thing I knew, I was a hero. The guy survived, the restaurant thanked me, and I'd even managed to win the heart of you-know-who. It felt pretty good, you know, one-upping my partner right in front of his very eyes.
With a Heimlich maneuver.
But that was the beginning of the end. A few days later, she and I went to go get some bubble tea at a cafe in Brookline. And a man comes up to me and said,
"I'm here to thank you on behalf of the person you saved in that restaurant."
Feeling a bit cocky, I said, "All in a day's work, my good man," and tried to brush him away. But he held out an envelope to me and said,
"My client broke 3 ribs thanks to the unnecessary Heimlich maneuver you administered to him. He wants you to ensure that he'll be able to get the proper treatment."
I thought I'd saved someone, but all I ended up doing is wasting a lot of my precious time wrapped up in an astronomically stupid court case. It also blew our cover, so our target found out about us. In the end, I was taken out of the field and banished to a meaningless job that anyone with half a brain could do.
See, that was quite brief.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, well, that's what happened. Of course, I also lost the love of my life and went back to being a lonesome loser. And that's why I hate being out in the field. Oh, come on. I tell you all that and you're not even going to say anything?
That was long, Simon.
Hey, I warned you. I told you it'd be long. Oh.
Not as long as this bit, eh? 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 Eh?
Do you hear that thunder? It's probably gonna snow soon.
We're in Massachusetts. That's the norm for this time of year.
Well, I'm not used to the cold.
Can't remember those old radiators.
If possible, I'd like to finish this up before we get stuck in a snowstorm. Agent Jones, after we're done here, Agent
Hands,
Jones.
Pockets.
Is something the matter? Snap out of it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know.
Do you? Then stop daydreaming.
Okay.
You just what?
Shit yourself? Needed a wee. Called to say I love you?
My stomach's been letting some thunder loose, too.
Thunder?
That coffee was just so good,
It what? We don't have all day here.
The coffee was just so good, it, summoned forth a massive tsunami from within me.
Excuse me? What is wrong with you? Now is really not the time for this.
Yeah, do you need to go for a
Right
shit?
door at the end of the hallway.
There you go.
Thanks, pal. Hold on. You can make it. We can do this.
Oh, we've all been there.
We promise you, we did not put laxatives in the coffee. Coffee is a sacred drink, remember?
Motherfucker. There's no doubt that the report omitted information linking Morgan to the Clarksons.
I mean, dear God, this is terrible, yeah.
I need to get him to confess. Oh, yeah. That reminds me. There's a secret weapon in Agent Jones's briefcase.
Is there?
Agent Jones probably won't be back for a while. Actually, now might be my opportunity to make some real progress. Have you ever seen this before? And please, don't say no.
Sang Rouge. The drug we once chased. What about it?
Sang Rouge is still circulating. It's changed shape and its composition is slightly different now. But it's still very much alive.
Turned into the red seeds up, Ben.
But only in a very limited part of Louisiana. You aren't surprised? Did you somehow know this would happen?
Copies of another drug being circulated isn't exactly a rare case.
But Sang Rouge is special. The inimitable Enigma powder. The origin. It has many names, and no one was ever able to copy it. We've also been trying to figure out what it's made from ever since it appeared. But it's impossible to analyze. After all, it appears to be made from common ingredients that can be found anywhere. But if you try to use those ingredients, all you'll end up with is a mundane hallucinogen like DMT. If you're lucky. No. Sang Rouge requires a special recipe. The original recipe, which someone's been guarding this entire time. Someone who survived the incident in Le Carré.
The Clarksons, maybe?
He's chain smoking it non-stop. He's clearly dependent on it. Which means he might be dependent on other drugs as well.
It's like lady, he has cancer. You know, he has a brain tumor.
Immediately after they found Lisa's body, I went to go see Patricia. In order to interrogate her, of course.
So you told us.
but I was unable to meet with her.
She refused to speak with you, didn't she? That's so like her.
No, she didn't get the chance to. You see, she's gone missing.
What?
To put it more accurately, no one's seen her since the afternoon of the 28th. According to her employees, she shut herself up in her room for several months before she disappeared. But since that sort of thing happened often, they didn't think anything of it. On the morning of New Year's Eve, they noticed her window was open, and when they went up to check on her, she was gone. But no one knows how long her window had been open for. This is just my hypothesis, but on December 28th, a strange man visited Le Carré and was spotted near her mansion. That man must have found some way to lure Patricia into his car, the '89 Cadillac that he bought used. Then, the two of them drove north to Trenton, where they boarded a train to Boston. They would have arrived here around midnight on the 29th, or perhaps early morning on the 30th. I believe this man is the same Billy Bishop whose name was previously recorded by the airline. So, what do you think of my guess? I'd love to hear your opinion as a former FBI special agent.
Now we get it. We aren't persons of interest. We're the suspects. But what about our alibi?
What alibi?
I've had enough of your bullshit. You expect me to believe you haven't taken a single step out of this room? That Agent Jones is your witness? Surveillance cameras can easily be tampered with, especially by someone like you, who knows all about how the FBI works.
You're possessed by death. Go and take a look at your own face in the mirror. You look like the Grim Reaper. After you visited both Le Carré and Greenvale, you left a mountain of corpses in your wake. You can make all the excuses you want. I'm immune to them. Right here, right now, I want to know everything. You tell me the truth.
Yes! You're good, Belle. Damn good. You're brimming with potential. Don't you think she's the perfect partner for our last dance? What do you say, my fairy? Don't you agree? She's good. So good. What do you want to know? We've got nothing to hide. Go on. Question us. This is how it's got to be. Doesn't this remind you of something? You know what I mean, my fairy.
Yeah. 2005. Le Carré.
Son of a... How did this happen in my town? God damn it!
The head and limbs were severed and lined up, according to the lines that were drawn with her blood. Just like migratory birds flying systematically across the sky. Hey, Zach, what do you think this means?
They're severed roots.
Severed roots?
This is the way the Clarksons kill someone when they want to cut him off from the family.
And how do you know about this?
Everyone in town knows about it. They're just too scared to talk.
What does the V stand for, then?
Beats me. What, you think I know everything now?
Vilitatio. It means quarrel in Latin. That's what the V stands for.
Latin. Intriguing, isn't it, Zach? There are no defense wounds on the corpse. In other words, Galena showed no signs of resistance when she was amputated. But, strangely enough, there are small traces of subcutaneous bleeding around the wounded areas. That's a vital reaction, which means she couldn't have been dead.
You mean...
Yes, that's right, Patty. Galena was amputated while she was still alive, and she never resisted.
Is that even possible?
It certainly isn't impossible. For example, if she was put to sleep with a drug, or if she desired the amputation herself.
Why would she ever desire that?
Mr. York, I'm sorry, but there ain't no way that could have happened.
How can you be sure of that, Melvin? Our world contains phenomena that could never be explained with logic. This is especially true for phenomena in which humans are involved. Do you really think all the facets of love and hate can be explained with logic?
Well, no, I don't reckon I do. Yeah, might be too early to rule out those possibilities, just like you say.
Zach, now we truly know just how deeply the Clarksons are involved with this. Patty, how long does it take to reach the Clarkson estate?
Just a short drive. You just gotta head west along the Mississippi. You can't miss it.
Got it. Thank you, Patty. By the way, Melvin, no matter how accelerated Patty may be, don't you think she's still a bit too young to see something like this? For the record, I have no intent to instruct others on how to raise their children, but...
Holy moly, you're right! Patricia, CLG! Come on, sweetie. Kids shouldn't have to see stuff like this.
Daddy, it's too late now.
Quite calm for that as well, isn't she, really? Right. Let's have quick words of ease and then we shall go find a safe spot.
You sure you okay, CLG?
I'm fine. Besides, I'm used to seeing stuff like that on CSI. You're the one who looks pale, Daddy.
Well, it did shake me up a little, but I'll be back to normal in no time. Sorry about that, Mr. York. What say we rest in the interrogation room till we all calm down, CLG?
Sure thing, Daddy. I'm gonna go sit with Daddy for a bit, Agent York. We can join back up later.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Galena killed her daughter, so her family cut ties with her. Do you really think that's what happened here, Zach? If this is truly the ritual that the Clarksons use to cut ties with someone, why would they go out of their way to do it here, in a holding cell? They could have easily done it after we released her. And judging from how Danny Clarkson was acting, I think it's clear that he really loved Galena. How could he accept this grotesque butchering, even if it was for the sake of the family? There's no point in ruminating on this. We should get back to the investigation. As long as we keep moving, the answer will inevitably fling itself straight at us.
All right. So let's go find the save point then. And that is where we'll call it. Because we need a cleanse.
You found the flying serpent. But now, the flying serpent will come to find you.
Yeah, that sounds right. And it looks like this flying serpent is a venomous one.
Some become feasts, while others are eaten alive. Which fate would you prefer?
Both sound marvelous, but let me check with Zach.
A fine answer. Find the one who fired the pistol at heaven. Within the white hall of beds, brandish the ticket to the goddess. And once again, you will see the other world. Do you comprehend the Oracle?
More riddles.
Zack, it looks like he's hell-bent on leading us back into that other world.
Follow the Oracle.
Oh, I will, Hungan. There are only two types of things in our world. Things that should be resisted and things that should be accepted. And I believe this Oracle is something to accept. Do you think we're crazy for believing everything that skeletal gentleman says?
A little.
No, we're not crazy. Not one bit. This is our destiny, that's all. But I shouldn't need to explain that to you, Zack. The one who fired the pistol at heaven. Firing pistols at the sky might be a rather common occurrence for the South. Remember? Young Guns, 1988, directed by Christopher Kane. There's that great scene where Emilio Estevez keeps firing his Colt M1877 up at the sky. Well, but that film took place in New Mexico, didn't it? And the Oracle probably isn't referring to a situation like that. It's got to be for some purpose other than an attack or a threat. Raising a pistol up to the sky, then slowly pulling the trigger, kind of sounds like the start to a race. Bingo, Zack.
Thompson's farm.
We're currently running a race here. And the one who started this murder investigation is indeed the one who fired the pistol at heaven. In other words, the person who first discovered the body. According to the files, Lisa's body was discovered by Chuck Thompson, a crawfish farmer. He apparently works out of a fishing hut located in the marshes south of the bayou. Let's go pay him a visit. Who knows? We might even get to see some crawfish. What? Why isn't the murderer the one who started this race? Zack, this isn't like you. Of course the murderer isn't the one who started the race. The murderer's running it. They're currently in first place, and they're breaking all the rules. Any more objections, Zack? Within the White Hall of Beds. This one is even easier.
The hospital.
There are only a few establishments that have a whole hall's worth of beds, especially in a small town like this. I'm sure you've already got a pretty good idea about what the answer is, Zack. Beds all lined up. Only an amateur would hear that and think it must be referring to a brothel. I mean, come on. Who would ever use White Hall as a symbol for a bordello? No, you really think that's a White Hall? Sorry, but I have to There's a more obvious answer out there. A place that anyone would think of when they hear the words White Hall. I mean, you never disappoint me, Zack.
Oh, the church, okay. Yeah, because he was using it as the hospital, wasn't he?
It's a medical facility. They invite their patients into rooms full of beds where they're tended to by doctors and nurses clad in white. It's definitely a White Hall, where people are invited into beds. You always manage to impress me with your intuition. I'm really counting on you here, Zack, and I know I'll always be able to.
Agent York, you're trying to leave without your trustworthy assistant?
Hello there, Patty. I'd never attempt such a thing. I was simply engaging in a battle of wits with Hungan while I waited for you.
Hungan?
Yes, the skeletal gentleman in the top hat.
Not that story again. Is this how you always conduct your investigations?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the way I work.
I bet you can't find a single partner, not even in the entire FBI.
That's not true. I always work together with Zack.
Oh, right. Zack. Don't worry. I'll be your partner while you're here in our town. Now, let's go investigate.
Well, I didn't say it'd be about another hour, didn't I? But let's save it there. And then that is where we're going to call it this afternoon, because we now need a palate cleanser. Well, I certainly do. So, I will definitely be back Sunday morning for more Black Sad. It's definitely a Marmite game, isn't it? Some people still love it. Some people are like, oh, what is this? But yes. No worries, JT, no worries. Thank you very much for being here. So I'll be back on Sunday for Black Sad, which is another sort of crime investigation game set around Prohibition. And then on Tuesday, we should still be good to go for more of Doom 1 and 2, the revisited or remastered collection thing that came out recently. And then, if I'm not on Thursday, you'll know I'll be doing the Subathon on Friday, where for my birthday I'm thinking 24-hour stream, bits, 100 bits, you get to move the backlog gaming from the Xbox to the PlayStation or PC, depending on what I'm on at the time. Also, subs. If anybody does a sub, a tier 1 sub, then again, same thing. 2-tier sub, we'll move it across 2. So if I'm on the Xbox, it'll switch to PC, i.e. more of this. Or if it's a tier 3 sub, whatever one you want. Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. And then we'll go from there. But that all depends if Mum make it 2 times 12 hours. Yeah, that are back to back. But that depends whether Mum's out of hospital or not. Depending what I'm doing for my birthday. Anyway, I'm going to head off from there. I'm going to go and get Astrobot installed and start playing some of that. So I will see you later. Have yourselves a wonderful day. And I'll catch you later. Bye for now.